win a spectacular, entertaining, back-and-forth game versus a young, competitive Seattle Storm team. That front court they have is going to be one to deal with for a time to come. We'll get into that, but we got to start with the Clark Show, baby. Hey, Asia Wilson, what you got to say? Y'all still want to have a meeting at All-Star break? If we have a meeting at All-Star break, let's talk about how she broke a record. The only player in WNBA history to have 40 points and 10 assists in a single game in league history. This been going on for 30 plus years.
Tonight, it wasn't just the arena lights that captured everyone's attention. The entire basketball world seemed to shift. Over the past 48 hours, countless predictions, debates, and headlines had already shaped the conversation. Critics questioned whether Caitlin Clark had finally hit the inevitable rookie wall. Television analysts prepared their talking points, and speculation spread that the league's newest superstar was beginning to slow down after carrying enormous expectations throughout the season. Many believed this would be another difficult night for Clark. Some expected the opposing defense to force the ball out of her hands, limit her offensive rhythm, and prevent her from taking over the game. The goal, according to many observers, was simple: make someone else beat you and keep Clark from controlling the pace. Before the opening tip, several fans noticed increased activity around the scorer's table and along the sidelines, leading to even more speculation across social media. As always during nationally televised games, league officials, game administrators, and event personnel were visible throughout the arena, fueling conversations among supporters about the importance of the matchup. Whether those observations meant anything or not, they quickly became part of the night's growing storyline. Once the game began, however, the focus immediately returned to basketball. While officiating, media coverage, and public narratives may generate headlines, none of those factors can determine the outcome once the ball is in play. What ultimately matters is execution, preparation, and performance under pressure. Over the next 4 quarters, the atmosphere inside the arena transformed completely. Every possession seemed to carry greater significance as Clark continued attacking the defense with confidence and determination. Rather than allowing outside expectations to dictate the evening, she remained focused on making the right basketball plays, creating opportunities for teammates, and responding whenever her team needed momentum. Supporters argue that this performance reminded everyone why Clark has become one of the biggest attractions in professional basketball. No matter how much attention surrounds her before a game, she consistently returns the conversation to what happens on the court. Her vision, shooting range, passing ability, and competitive mindset continue to make her one of the league's most influential players. To fully appreciate the significance of the night, it's important to understand the challenges Clark has faced since entering the WNBA. From the beginning, opponents have built defensive game plans specifically to limit her impact. Physical coverage, aggressive pressure, and constant defensive attention have become routine every time she steps on the floor. Many supporters believe those challenges have only strengthened her confidence and accelerated her growth. Some critics have suggested Clark should play a more conservative style, focusing less on creating spectacular moments and more on blending into the team's existing structure. Others strongly disagree, arguing that her creativity, pace, and fearless approach are exactly what have helped attract millions of new fans to women's basketball. Regardless of opinion, one thing remains clear: Clark continues to play her own game while embracing the responsibility that comes with being one of the sport's brightest stars.
40-plus points and 10 assists in a single WNBA game. 1. Caitlin Clark. That's the list. She's the only one to do it ever. Ever. Gotta be real, maybe that's the funnest game I've watched all year so far. Run, run, run. That was me at the end of the first damn quarter. At the end of the first quarter. Got the victory. 45 points for Caitlin Clark. 11 of 18. 6 of 10 from three-point range, 10 assists, 2 rebounds, 4 steals, and 2 blocked shots.
Every time Clark crossed half court, the defense was waiting. Aggressive double teams, physical screens, and constant contact made every possession a challenge. Many fans felt several plays deserved a whistle, but the officials allowed the game to continue, adding to the growing frustration inside the arena. As the pressure mounted, critics were already predicting that Clark had finally been slowed down. But during a key first-quarter timeout, something changed. She stayed locked in, tightened her laces, ignored the outside noise, and returned to the floor with a new level of determination. From that moment on, Clark stopped worrying about the calls and focused on controlling the game herself. Instead of letting the physical defense shake her confidence, she responded with a fearless, aggressive style that has made her one of the biggest stars in basketball.
43 damn points. Caitlin nearly scored 50 damn points today. 10 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks. Bro, she the GOAT. She the GOAT. I'm done talking. I want to see what Jason Whitlock and everybody got to say tomorrow. There is nothing you could say come Monday about Caitlin Clark. This game was box office. She played her heart out today. 29 minutes, 41 damn points. What is we talking about, people? What is we talking about? Fever offensive team lead. 106. Who got fouled? Monique Billings got fouled. So Monique Billings got fouled. I want to see what they saying online. I know, like, if you're a Caitlin Clark fan right now. Oh, we didn't even mention Caitlin Clark made history, too. Caitlin Clark made history today. Caitlin Clark has made history today, guys.
What happened next completely changed the game. Clark caught fire and took over the offense with total confidence. She knocked down deep shots from well beyond the three-point line, each one energizing the crowd and silencing the defense. As the baskets kept falling, the atmosphere inside the arena shifted dramatically. By the third quarter, the opposing team threw everything at her: double teams, traps, and constant pressure, but nothing seemed to slow her down. With every big shot, Clark played with even more confidence, sending a clear message that she wasn't going to back down from the challenge.
74 games. Caitlin Clark becomes the fastest player in WNBA history to reach 200 career three-pointers. Put on the shirt and tie, because, damn it, we mean business. We meant business today. Cheers to Caitlin Clark. 3 records broken in 1 game. The girl's unreal. The girl is unreal. Take a look at this here, man. Caitlin Clark, 45 points, 10 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks, 11 of 18 shooting, 6 of 8 from 3. Kelsey Mitchell shot way more than Caitlin Clark. Kelsey Mitchell shot the ball way more than Caitlin Clark today, and it didn't matter. Take a look at this dagger that Caitlin Clark was pulling up threes from Baghdad, pulling up threes from Carver Hawkeye Arena. Take a look at this game-sealing bomb from Caitlin Clark. Off the inbound. Come on, give me that. Look, tie game, 102-102. Ball game. Give me that. Caitlin Clark, bro. She's the best to ever do this. The best ever. Nobody in the history of this game is better than Caitlin Clark. I don't care what awards you got. I don't care. Ain't nobody put it down like this. Ain't nobody in women's been this exciting.
But it wasn't just the scoring that made the difference. Clark controlled the entire game with her vision. She drove through multiple defenders, drew all the defensive attention, and delivered incredible no-look and behind-the-back passes that created easy baskets for her teammates. The stat sheet kept filling up as she added steals, assists, and highlight plays throughout the night. By the final buzzer, Clark had made history with a record-breaking 45 points and 10 assists, becoming the first player in league history to reach those numbers in a single game. The performance immediately became the biggest story across the basketball world, leaving fans, analysts, and commentators amazed by what they had witnessed. The conversation quickly shifted beyond the game itself. Many supporters argued that Clark had once again proven she is one of the league's biggest attractions, while media coverage focused on how her historic performance could influence the future of the WNBA. No matter the opinion, one thing was undeniable. Clark had delivered a performance that everyone would be talking about long after the final buzzer.
Steals. This was an unbelievable freaking game. Guys, I got to tell you, at times it's been tough to cover this team this year. It's been hard. There's been some awful games to sit through. Now, it wasn't all rosy. Stephanie White has got to start, at the end of games, you've got to start leaving Caitlin Clark in these games. You have got to start showing some kind of confidence in her. She made a hell of a defensive play in like the last 2 minutes. You've got to show confidence in Caitlin Clark on the floor during defensive crunch time. That was one of my major complaints tonight. Right here, Caitlin Clark becomes the fastest player in WNBA history to reach 203. This was the 203 right here. She grabbed that steal, comes down right here. She's back out, back over to her, way downtown, boom. Boom. Knocked it down.
As the game reached the fourth quarter, television ratings climbed to their highest point of the night, showing just how much attention Clark continues to draw. Fans weren't focused on the outside storylines. They were watching a superstar deliver a historic performance. Even after facing constant defensive pressure, Clark finished with a remarkable 45 points and 10 assists, leaving little doubt about her impact on the game. The performance immediately dominated basketball conversations everywhere. Supporters praised her resilience, while analysts highlighted how she continued to produce despite the physical defense. No matter where the discussion took place, one thing was clear. Clark had once again proven why she remains one of the biggest attractions in the sport. By the end of the night, the spotlight belonged entirely to her. Critics who questioned whether she could handle the pressure were left searching for answers, while fans celebrated another unforgettable performance that added to her growing legacy.
Oh my, off the dribble, fade away three. Look at Caitlin Cook. What is we saying? All right, guys, I got to go back to the game cast. Oh my God, they didn't let him score 105 to 106. What just happened? Fever defensive team rebound. Dribble the clock out. Dribble the clock out. Fever full timeout. She called a timeout. Okay, she already did that. She already called a timeout. She already did that. All right, going back to Caitlin Clark making history. I believe this might be a timeout. Yeah, Caitlin Clark showed up and showed out today, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. 40 ball. 40 ball, bro. Not tweeting until Caitlin Clark scored 40 with 5 assists. Caitlin Clark now has the most points in a single game by a Fever player with 41. Caitlin Clark made double history. She now has the most points in a game, more than any other Fever ever, including Kelsey Mitchell, the ball hog herself. Kelsey Mitchell played good today too. She did. I ain't gonna hold you. Clutch Clark, look. Watch this, bro. We gotta see it again, bro. Look at this. Oh my God. 107. It is over, bro. It is over. Stephanie White tried. She tried. They tried, but I believe Caitlin Clark spoke up for herself. The way Caitlin Clark spoke at that press conference, and then at the beginning of the game, the announcers was all like, yeah, the minutes restriction is not on the coaching staff, it's on the medical staff. Like, and then I looked at who the damn announcers was. I'm like, bull, he worked for the damn Fever. No wonder he's saying that. He worked for the Fever.
This is no longer just a remarkable rookie season. Fans across the country have already made up their minds. No matter how the awards are decided at the end of the year, many supporters believe Clark has become the face of the league and one of the biggest stars in women's basketball. Her historic performance has sparked an even bigger conversation about the future of the WNBA. Fans want to see the league continue supporting its brightest talent while ensuring fair competition, consistent officiating, and the best possible product on the court. As the spotlight on women's basketball continues to grow, every decision will be watched more closely than ever before. One thing is certain, this performance has secured its place among the most memorable moments of the season. The record books will remember the numbers, the fans will remember the excitement, and the basketball world will be talking about this unforgettable night for a long time to come.
Tonight, she played really well tonight when she wasn't dribbling the ball. When she got into her bag, no, we don't need you dribbling the ball. But her and Caitlin combined for 75 points. Insane. Mo Billings, 16 points. Dominique Malonga dominated her all night, except the one play Monique Billings needed to get a stop down the stretch on Dominique Malonga. Your ass got it. Your ass got the one stop you needed, okay? This was a hell of a game, man. Dominique Malonga is going to be a superstar in this league for a time to come. The girl's just 20 years old. She had 28 points, 14 rebounds. Our fam, who's just 19 years old, had 16 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. She hit 4 threes in the third quarter. That young front court is going to be a force to be reckoned with for a long time in this league. The more they just grow and develop. Eventually, the Seattle Storm is going to have the best front court in the WNBA between those two. That's a fact. Flaugier played a good game, 16, 6, and 6. Natisha Heidemann had 16 and 8. Jade Melbourne had 16 and 5. Indiana Fever's defense was horrible.
What is your raw, unfiltered reaction to this legendary 45-point masterclass? Did tonight permanently expose the coaching staff and the officials, or can the haters still find an excuse? Drop your thoughts in the comments below right now. Smash that like button, hit subscribe with all notifications turned on, and share this video with every single real sports fan you know. Thanks for watching, and we'll
Now
see
it's
you
your
on the
turn.
next insane
What did you think of this incredible
history-shattering update.
45-point performance? Was it simply one of the greatest games of the season, or do you believe it proved just how special Caitlin Clark has become? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your opinion. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss the latest WNBA news, Caitlin Clark updates, and the biggest basketball stories. Also, share this video with your fellow basketball fans. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.